Hey, what's up? It's Chris here, back with another review. This time for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2, Episode 7. Writing on the Wall. Overall, I'm enjoying the season. They finally explained who that other guy was who was getting the tattoos of the alien writing on himself. They finally explained pretty much what the alien writing was. Then you got the C Ward going around doing a bunch of warty, creepy Agent Hydra, not Hydra shit. I don't know what he's up to. I like his character. He's one of my favorite characters in the show, so I'm interested to see what he's up to. And before I get into it, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Alright, here we go. First off, I liked the fact that you got Ward out, run around, dodging them. He's one step ahead of them. You can see like he's just smarter than them. Like when they spot him in the airport, and he gets the bag and then he comes back. He has the C4 on. Then he uses the woman and the child to get on the bus, like to spot out Mockingbird and let her know, like, I'm pretty sure they told you I can blow. Like, so he seems like, besides Whitehall, he seems like the best villain on the show to me. And I'm interested to see what he was up to. I like when he went to the Hydra ball. It didn't trick dude. And was like, oh yeah, I can get you a face-to-face with Coulson. They walked up in there. He had killed everybody, tied him up, and had the tape on his mouth, like a present for Coulson. And then at the end, he called Sky and pretty much said, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be sending y'all presents, and I'm going to be seeing you soon. So I'm interested to see what he's going to be up to. Now we got that out the way. We get into the main part where they were trying to figure out what this writing was. And who this other dude was. Essentially, he was somebody who was in that program who got the alien blood injected into him. And what he was doing is, what triggered him to remember, because they use that machine to wipe everyone's brains and to implant different memories. Pain brought the memories and the signs back up. So he wasn't as much as maliciously evil. He was just driven like the rest of the people, like the rest of the patients who had it, who got obsessed with it. So for him, pain brought it back out. So he was going to other people, to other agents who had their memory wiped, and he was carving it into them. So and hoping it would like jog their memory and get them to write the signs down, because they all had pretty much different pieces, and he needed to see it completed. But even though like Coulson pretty much kind of said, well, he was kind of from S.H.I.E.L.D. Black, he was kind of like a fucked up assassin kind of dude to begin with. So because at the end of the episode they kind of lock him up, even though I think he may make an appearance, because like what you find out is it wasn't a map, it was a blueprint. And when they went to the last agent who was alive, who had his like wife and kids, he had built it into the train set he had. So he had built it there. He had built it subconsciously. So therefore, he never went insane like they did, because he saw it completed. So essentially, when like Coulson and that guy saw it, I don't recall his name right now. Like they just snapped out of it. But it's pretty much only really 2 people or 3 people. It's that guy who built the train set, the one that was running around carving the symbols and the people, and Coulson and the rest of the team. Those are really the only people who know. Yeah, they're the only one who pretty much know is the blueprint to the city. And the city I'm speaking of is S.H.I.E.L.D, the city of the Inhumans. At least that's what I assume it is, what everybody pretty much assumes it is. Even though I would be surprised if they introduced the Inhumans on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't think they would, because the Inhumans movie is already slated. So I think they'll just drop hints and they'll build from there. But I don't really think they'll fully introduce them into the world yet. So, and they already intimated that now, like Hydra and Whitehall are gonna be looking for the city as well, and of course, if that's Attilan, that pretty much confirms what everybody thinks of what the obelisk is, which would be the Terrigen crystals or the Terrigen mist. And they also confirmed that that alien from like the first season is thousands of years old. He's been here before the pyramids. And if you know the comics, like the Kree Empire pretty much experimented on like humans, and he created the Inhumans as an experiment. Was I think it was kind of a failed experiment, so they built the city of Tilla and then they left them to their own devices. Well, they left them to their own devices, and the humans built their own city, and like it's you can get into it. It's pretty good. I think in Humans Volume 2 I read, which is really good. In Volume 1 I didn't enjoy as much. In Humans Volume 2 is really good. You should check it out. But I don't see them introducing them to the show. But yeah, that's pretty much all I see worth talking about from the episode. Oh yeah, and you also get the hint that that Simmons doesn't really care for Mac too tough. I guess she kind of comes off as a little just jealous of the relationship that him and Fitz have built up. I kind of sense that vibe. The next couple episodes, they show the trailer for. I'm interested to see what the hell goes on with the obelisk and Scar's father and who he turns out to be in Hydra. Like I said, solid episode. I give it like a solid 8. I thought it was a cool episode, even though I thought how they explained the way, like, oh, once they saw it, it was a map in their head. Once they saw it, they instantly not crazy. Just because you've seen it don't mean you actually know what the fuck it is. They still don't know what it is. If it's like a homing beacon them that was driving them to like get the blueprint of the city, like the desire and the drive would still be in them to go find the actual city. But that's just personally my thoughts. But yeah, but if you like this video, like I said, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And also check out my other videos for Gotham, Flash, and I got an Arrow coming up soon. Alright, thanks.